Should be, so the screen is black though. Let me have a check. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, New York is about to open, so we're gonna go over the Nasdaq real quick before New York opens. The high time frame is pretty simple. When was this? This was from Monday. Yeah, from Monday we broke those highs. That break came from this low. So until we're gonna hold this low, it's bullish until proven otherwise. So this is our high time frame high to hold. But after we came up, we made this massive SMT with was it AM or PM session high from that's the PM high from a while ago. So that is where this dump came from.
I
Right now.
cannot find your live.
Oh, oops.
Maybe you're streaming on private.
Now you can. Yeah, it was on private. Never made that mistake. Well, there's a one time for everything. Since Asia, we started moving up, big V shape. We took out PM high. After taking out PM high, there was a slow grind until London started. London dumped price down to your Asia low. I have this order block in my chart. I think it's a 45, no, 30-minute order block. Price rejected from that, also leaving open your low that brought you towards hunting that Asia, that PM high. So you can say it's bullish until we're gonna take this high, but after that, protected the low. We came up, but we couldn't never take out London and Asia high. No, we could never take out London and Asia high. We came back down, couldn't hunt the low again. So it's right now in a compression, ranging, how you want to call it. So New York can make a decision. There's liquidity on both sides. There's enough for the taking. Yeah, nothing much more to say right here. It's really waiting for New York to make a decision here. ES is a bit more down than NQ is. That's been the story for the whole day. Yeah, we'll just have to wait for New York. As I said, there's enough liquidity on both sides. But if we're gonna start taking these lows and we're not gonna take the highs, it's still more bearish than bullish. Either way, we took that high, but that doesn't mean anything if we can't continue breaking the highs. Trader cage. Hi! There was some news today. Didn't do much really. It pushed price up a bit. It was at 1:30. But after that, price just grinded down as it's doing right now. With an SMT with this low. Yeah, so it's gonna be. Okay, we hunted that. This is your high to hold. So if we're gonna take those lows and we're protecting this high, then it's looking for shorts. If not, then we'll have to wait for a local picture. We can still leave open this low and then move towards the upside, of course. So just have to be a bit patient. We were holding our new day opening gap, but looks like we can lose it. It's still half an hour, but That's your first low. So for everybody that's watching the stream, don't be scared to leave behind the chat. We can discuss some crypto, we can discuss some stocks. Of course, the main focus is on the Nasdaq, but we can do anything. I'm interested to see what the stocks are gonna do today as well. There has been a big pump the last few days. We've discussed all this on the previous streams. Clean this up for you. On a lot of stocks there are CME gaps as well. Pretty much like the Nasdaq, of course. That has been filled up on almost every stock when I looked this morning. Okay, that's not true. Yeah, depends on which stock you look at. Looking at Tesla today, do you think if it will be affected by the tariffs? Ooh, good question, mate. If it will be, we can see it in the chart. So we'll have to analyze the whole stock right now. Tesla broke out of the range, so that's pretty bullish. It was like all the stocks on a strong demand here. It bounced really nicely from that. Right now we are hmm, okay. Took this high. I'm looking for some supplier, but it's not really clean. You could say this was your supply, but it broke above that a bit. Yeah, I just filled up this gap and rejected it. It's not the cleanest, but it's a place you can look for some rejection. Yeah, it would be from. It took all the local sell side liquidity here, so it tried to move up. It didn't. It just rejected your first order block you made when taking this liquidity. Yeah, there's enough room for Tesla to go to the downside, because if it would be really strong and bullish, you could have gotten a bigger reaction from this, but it was after AM, so yeah, right now it's pretty neutral. It's more down than up, I would say. Most of the times the stocks, when there's a big gap like this, it will look for to filling up that gap. So we can expect that from Tesla. As you can see, the open is pretty neutral. We have been moving below your sell side liquidity. Yeah, locally, if we're gonna close, it's not even a valid pullback on a 50-minute. Your last valid structure is even that high. Yeah, on the 5 minute you can say if you break this, maybe you can go higher, but it's not that interesting. No, Tesla would have to move up above this high again. Will it be interesting for further upside? Otherwise, come up, reject this block over here. There's room for that. Can even make it a bit bigger. Probably in a 5 minute it's some structure. No, it's just this block here. Yeah, it could reject from here. This all pretty locally, of course. This gap of that you made when opening could also be pretty relevant here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to wait on what Tesla can do. As I said, it took all the local liquidity, so if it's gonna break structure towards the upside and protecting the lows, you can see more upsides. The tariffs, I really wouldn't know. We'll have to look if there's been some news. No. It could be. I mean, the tariffs could have impact on every American company. So that really depends on how the company will react to it, how the shareholders and the retail will react to the news. It all depends on it. Most of the times you can see it in the chart. As I said right now, it's not really in the most beautiful place. Took all your local liquidity, your high time frame point of rejection is a bit higher, I would say. So yeah, it can move up from here. It can come down. If you don't gonna break this high, then you can maybe look towards this gap. You will have to wait, man. There's some room for rejection here and here, so yeah, that's it for Tesla. Let's draw on this rejection point. This whole gap over here. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a quick look at NQ. That's all the sell side gone in one candle. But what is your view on Tesla? What were you looking at? Do you think the tariffs have gonna is gonna be an impact on Tesla? No props made. Okay, NQ straight up dumping. I think Elon Musk has some good news about Tesla that may push the price up, so I'm holding long term as I bought some shares at 236. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a really good place to buy this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're in the in the green by a lot, so if you think Musk is in the right place to do some good things with Tesla, it was a great place to buy. Absolutely. After you touch this demand and you broke some structure toward the upside and keep holding your lows open, it was pretty clear we can move towards the upside. And if we can come down, as I said, it wouldn't be too much. You can expect for it to fill up a gap. And if it's gonna make a range here, which it can, then you can always look out for distribution towards the downside, and then maybe sell some of your shares and buy back when you have another confirmation. You can buy along again, of course. But it can take a while for a stock to do moves like that. Yeah, 236, nice place to buy some Tesla. Absolutely. And as we know, Elon Musk is the man in business right now, so he's prepared for everything, even if it's bad news. Company like Tesla would always crawl back from the from out the ditches. So I tried Forex, so it's helpful to understand your analysis a lot. That's great to hear, man. Thank you. How long have you been watching the content? And Forex, what do you do on Forex? A lot of swing trading or scalping? What is your way of trading the Forex market? Because there are a lot of ways to trade Forex. 2 weeks. So, you've been a loyal. That's good to hear, man. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Smart money concepts on a day trade. Yeah, okay. Now you're looking towards shifting towards more Nasdaq slash stock market as well, because a lot of smart money concepts can be used in Nasdaq as well, of course. Or is your main focus at Forex right now? New York diving into a black hole right now, so nothing much to hold back price here. Yeah, I used to trade Nasdaq and US 30, but now I just shifted towards currency pairs like GP, USD, EU, and USD CAD. Yeah, okay. Now is it going for you the last times you've been trading, of course? And why have you stepped off Nasdaq and switched towards the Forex market? Because I'm eventually gonna do some Forex as well. That's my plan if I am stepping up my Nasdaq game and I'm having some payouts. I want to build a Forex portfolio as well. But I'm more looking towards, yeah, swing trading Forex then, I guess, because that would fit in my day. It's good. I'm about to buy a 100k prop firm exam. Oh, that's good to hear, man. Have you passed some 50ks already, or just your first one to with a prop firm? Not much to see at Nasdaq right now, so just going over some stocks as well. In the meantime, let's start with Apple. I moved from those two because I saw more profitable setups in currency pairs. Yeah, it's just where your strategy fits best. I started with trading crypto as well, and when I came in touch with Nasdaq, I just something clicked inside of me or something. It fitted me way better than crypto. Crypto, of course, is way more difficult. I have to say that. Uh, if you can trade crypto really good, then you're you're the real man. But it just depends on what fits for you, I think, and what fits your strategy and the way of trading, of course. It's my first exam. I hope you will pass it. If you do it on your first time, you're a legend. I've blown up some funded accounts on the Nasdaq already, but it's all a part of the learning curve, of course. I just recently passed my first exam with Nasdaq prop firms. I will make a video about it this week as well. See, we have some people on the stream as well. Come chat with us. We're spitting some knowledge. If Trader Cage is here and ready to spit some as well, we can discuss some charts with him. He's
I'm always here. I'm always sharp. I'm on standby here. Just enjoying the stream, letting you do your thing. And
absolutely.
if you need another perspective, then I'm always there, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Apple in a second, so then we can spit some knowledge about it as well. Maybe you could put the link of the Discord in there as well, because we have been building a Discord recently. Absolutely free, of course. We're not in a place to ask money for anything, so it's just a place for us where we can talk with people that watch our streams and videos. We can connect with them when we're not live streaming as well. So that's a nice place to build a small little community. Trading better is than trading with more people is better than alone. We always say.
It's us against the market. So
Absolutely.
yep.
Okay, Apple, as most of the other stocks, was in a important demand zone to hold. It holded the demand zone as well. I don't know if no, it didn't have a nice model. Just went up, started moving towards the upside, leaving open the lows, taking the highs. And right now we took some important structure. We braked this structure on the 1 hour. Maybe it's a higher time frame valid structure pool as well. No, so we broke some structure on the 1 hour. Right now we are holding. Yeah, we're holding this order block. So if you can form a range here, maybe make a nice accumulation model, we can look for some longs for the continuation play because yeah, Apple made a big dive. There's enough room towards the upside. There is this big gap over here that you have to look out for. Yeah, absolutely. I would draw it in like this, I guess. The 1 hour. Hmm. It's this whole block, but you can fine tune it until this. But because this volume imbalance is here, I just want to draw in this whole block. You have the whole thing. Oh, you already touched that. Okay, that's interesting. So then we have to make it smaller, of course. Yeah, then you would just take this this candle over here. Keep in mind you have the volume imbalance there as well. So we touched some supply with the volume imbalance. We came down, but we're holding our first demand pretty strongly. So yeah, it would have to build a lot here locally as well for Apple to get interesting. Because there's no confirmation you can move up from here yet. You can still move down way more. Can even go down to 215. Yeah, absolutely. It isn't the cleanest. We had this pullback here as well. Yeah, we're gonna break below this low. There's a big gap as you can see, so we can expect for price to move down even further. Maybe hold some support over here, but it isn't as strong as this whole block here. It's a bit big because it's on the 4 hour, but it's your POI if you're gonna break below that low. And otherwise, it has to build something here, and then you can maybe look for some continuation longs to at least this supply or this high over here. Let's switch back to NQ real quick.
We have another question in the chat.
Bro, should I buy Tesla? We just discussed Tesla, mate. I'm gonna go over it again. Tesla right now, it took a lot of sell side liquidity. Locally, it's in some form of supply here, resistance, and above there, there's a gap as well. After we took this liquidity, you can see price wanted to move up here, but it couldn't. So that's pretty weak. You have to watch out. It came down below that low again. So there is enough room for Tesla to correct again. We have this big gap. Stocks like to fill up those gaps again. So I would be not right now, Tesla. No, absolutely not. This was a great place to buy some Tesla for longs. It was your strong demand after this move down. After that, one of the viewers that was just chatting with us as well, he bought at 235, I guess. 236. He bought some Tesla. So right now, you will have to be patient, man. It can go down a lot. And then the point of interest will be this gap. If it's gonna build something in that gap, it's in confluence with this price action here, of course. So it can be a point of interest for a range and then accumulation even. And otherwise, there's enough room towards 235, etc. It's not the most ideal, of course, but it's up until you're gonna take this low. So this is the low you want to protect. In between this low and this high, you can do anything you want for that high low. So right now, I would watch out with Tesla, man. You also took a high over here. Apple, we just discussed Apple. This can go back in this list. AMD. Yeah, it's showing a potential downtrend. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. What are you looking at, LB, for a place to look for maybe continuation in this higher time frame uptrend?
I mean, it's logical after a big push like this, the market is a bit exhausted and it needs to downtrend.
Yep.
And every time you make that lower low, you grab the liquidity of the previous low till there's enough and you can keep following the trends again. It's just how the markets move. Just after a big push like that, it needs some time, right? Um, Also, the Nasdaq is trending up pretty heavily now.
Yeah, it's
Still haven't broke anything towards the upside, but it's starting to look okay for upside if we manage to keep this momentum up.
yeah, absolutely. It can be a nice V shape up. Where's this coming from? Ah, you filled up your gap. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it basically. Yeah, I'm waiting to fill the fair value gap, and then I'm looking for some break of structure and buys. Yeah, that's the right mindset with Tesla right now. If you get some confirmations there, it's a great place to buy. As you can see in Nasdaq right now, great example. It's willing to fill up those gaps. And right now, if we're gonna break some structuring on NQ, you can look towards upside as well. That will be on the 5 minute, this pullback. Yeah, it's also your 15 minute. This was your valid pullback on the 50 minute. You didn't break it, you hunted it, so your structure high moves towards this high. Yeah, this is your high to break for more upside on Nasdaq. Let's see if we're gonna leave open this low as well, Cage. Your 1 minute, it is a valid pullback, so.
The way we're coming up here, I think we are. And if we are, sure, we're allowed to. I mean, there's nothing to trade to see yet. We can just start dumping from here as well. You
Yep.
said you had the high to break. I agree with that. Although I think if we sweep New York AM open, we can also come down and protect our lows and maybe
Yeah,
go up from there.
yeah, exactly. You're right. Yeah, if we're
But
gonna sweep that and protect our lows, it's also a great sign for price to get bullish.
then New York EM is going to be up for today. But again, it's a scenario. There's no um, we cannot see in the future, and
There's no
there's
confirmation.
no no there's
No,
no signs of it yet.
no, no, no.
But I mean, we're traders. We just
Draw in some scenarios. Yeah.
we don't predict, we react. So draw in every scenario, and if one scenario is plays through that's valid for you, or in our case, our strategy, then we are going to play it. And if it doesn't, then we are going to sit on our hands and wait for our setups to come, and that's trading for you.
AMD hat is pretty strong. How can we call it?
Oh wow, okay. You
Um,
might want to look at Nasdaq. Something has happened.
oh no.
It's a quick candle.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that's your first signs.
Yeah, not a valid pullback though. Did
No.
touch the fair value gap really aggressively and straight up went up, but yeah, I'm curious. I think we can blast through towards London and Asia. We had a really great manipulation pull towards the downside. It's
It's the most
looking
likely
okay
scenario. Yeah, absolutely.
for now.
Okay, let's
Yes.
keep an eye on it. AMD has a big correction after the strong up move. We talked about this, what was it, beginning of March? We saw this potential Model 1. Well, it played out perfectly. it went and takes the first liquidity over here. AMD is just a big liquidity pull down or supplies. It doesn't really matter. It's just only down, down, down. It touched your extreme demand that brought you towards this high. Yeah, right now it has corrected into your, yeah, this is your long POI here on AMD. This gap was mitigated, and otherwise price can come back to this zone here, and otherwise it's gonna hold support over here. So AMD can get interesting for the continuation. It's not the most clean structure with all those big caps, but yeah, I think if AMD can gain these gaps and make some sort of local confirmation, it can get interesting. Took out your first liquidity here on the higher time frames. Yeah, some local manipulation as well. After that, immediately broke structure and never tested something back, so short play wasn't there. Yeah, it's in demand right now. If it can form something interesting, then there can be some bullish scenarios for AMD here. I don't know what Cage thinks of that.
I agree. If you, of course, we touch the high time frame pivot points, and if we can hold our lows on the highest time frame, we can expect price upwards if we break local trends. That's just how the facts is, and that's basic market structure.
Yeah, right here you don't even have local structure, but then it would have to make something or gain those gaps, as I said, because that is a strong indicator as well. Yeah, it could form something today to set it up for next week or at the end of this week. You'll have to be patient on AMD. PLTR was looking nice as well. Took out all your liquidity. Yeah, absolutely. Didn't touch in this gap yet. But of course just rejected from this place. Made a nice supply. There is some more room towards the downside for PLTR, I think. If you look, yeah, definitely. Well, it's holding this structure demand here. It's a bit big because it's big moves on those stocks, but and it's holding this order block. Yeah, if it's gonna show signs of moving towards the upside, it can move up from here. But still, there's enough room on the downside, absolutely. And if it needs liquidity, yeah, where's your first liquidity? Your first liquidity on PLTR is here. And otherwise, it will have to build his own liquidity locally to then sweep it and maybe move up. But right now, there's no signs of that. The only thing you did was fill up this gap. Yeah, you're in your order block, so it can be a point to hold for demand. There's also still enough room to move towards the downside. This will be your low to hold on AMD. Wait, let me put in this horizontal line. Yeah, that is the low that brought you up all the way to there. So we can maybe expect some some things from PLTR here, but like everything, it has to build something. Okay, in Q.
Yeah, and Q is just ripping. I hope it doesn't just rip towards London and Asia.
Yeah, that will be. Yeah. I hope it's gonna build something in between because this is a big V
Yep.
shape.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
this
sure.
this this is strong. This is really strong. Oh
It cannot be more strong than
no!
this. So,
Almost no red candle in the whole move up.
bro, that's 600
Yeah,
ticks.
it's
That's
incredible. Yeah, we're gonna be live until the end of this macro, and then I'm gonna draw in some scenarios. Then we'll end the stream as well. So if there's still people watching with some questions, leave behind your question and we can talk about it. Yes, also just following through. Yeah, let's see if we can get a move back here. You tested this back. Once again, if people have some questions about stocks and crypto, let me know. It's holding down at 20. Yeah, yeah, that's also your high to break. So it's gonna be interesting if it's gonna break it or not. Most likely
it's always
yes,
the
but it can still reject from there, of course.
yeah, it's always funny to see those psychological numbers, those round numbers. If you draw a
Yeah,
line over them, they do get respected a lot.
yeah.
So,
I'm hearing a lot of people also just putting take profits and stop losses at those levels as well.
oh yeah, sure.
Same at 20 right here.
If
Got
I have to
tested back
move my
towards
stop
20.
loss 1 or 2 or 3 ticks below a psychological level, even though it doesn't have to, I would prefer to do it.
Yeah,
Maybe it's my psychological problem.
yeah.
I don't know, but
I do the same
it
thing.
feels right.
I do the same thing. Absolutely. Yeah, we're still humans. And if we see a round, nice round number, we have some psychological
Yeah.
effects on it. Absolutely. Same as with Bitcoin. That 100K mark was such a
Oh yes.
psychological level that was incredible.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see if we're gonna build something here. It will be the next macro, probably. You never know. In 10 minutes, there can happen a lot on the Nasdaq, but it's not an SMT. No. Okay. Let's look at Tesla. Okay. Still moving up. Big V shape as well. Yeah, I'm curious to see if Tesla's gonna reject in this whole block here. Yeah, Tesla's looking bullish this year. Yeah, absolutely it is. Where did it come from at the beginning of the year? Yeah, we had this massive dump down, but it was in your place to hold, so it was all fine. Your trend is from this low. You can expect a higher low followed with a higher high. So absolutely, it's looking bullish. It's gonna look bad if we're gonna break below these lows over here. Then could create new highs. Yeah, absolutely.
Also, some okay fundamental news, of course. I mean, Tesla dumped because everyone was just um, spraying Teslas down with gravity things because Elon Musk did that thing live where he just put his hand up because he was happy. He wanted to show his love from his heart
Yeah.
to the people out, but they all thought it was like a Nazi hand up. Well, it wasn't the case, of course. But Trump now has tweeted also. Not only tweeted, freaking made videos about this. Trump has sensed everything. They're having Teslas now. They're driving Teslas. Trump itself has a Tesla, and of course, look how close Trump and Elon are. I mean, Trump is president for 4 years now, so
Absolutely. If things go right, it's all really bullish for Tesla.
it's
And
not
even
looking
though
that
with all
bad.
the backlash they got at the end of last year and the beginning of this year, because it's a lot more, of course, not only with all those things you mentioned, but all those technical things as well, and Elon, his personal things, but it's just doing what it's needing to do. It's holding strongly. Fundamentals are looking great as well. Technicals on the chart are looking great. Yeah, it's all rainbow and sunshines at Tesla right now. And let's see where NQ when NQ has enough fuel to push to this high, or don't, of course. Microsoft. So bullish. Wow. Yeah, filled up all your gaps. Touch this whole supply block. Yeah, like all the other stocks, you can expect some corrections. Probably this will be the sweet spot. Otherwise, yeah, it could, because you have this market structure pool here. Maybe it could support from here. Let me draw a line on that point. If it's gonna build something locally like all the other stocks, it can be interesting for Microsoft as well. It's all continuations for the longs until we're gonna break the lows. So all the big stocks are pretty bullish, but be patient. Buy in the confirmations, of course. We have no more news left today, right? No.
Nope. Unless Trump decides to speak last minute. It could always be the case.
Yeah. But right now, no. Okay. Well, this is a point for Nasdaq. It can move up from again. It is your AM high open, and of course a gap. Yeah, if it's gonna break to that through that high from here, it's looking really good, man. Maybe a small little pullback after taking that high, protecting this low, give us an entry. Then we can target London high, Asia high. Maybe then even your drawn liquidity is your lunch high for the rest of the day.
I think if it breaks above the line you just drew in, then it's going towards Asia and London without a doubt, with no retracement.
That's your drawn
It's
liquidity, really strong draw on liquidity. Whoa.
goes above that line, it's gone, brother.
It's so close, it's nothing. 180 ticks. It's light work for AM. Yeah.
Bro, it's volatile right now. It's crazy volatile.
Yep.
The whole day even, so.
Yeah, even Asia and London made big moves. Asia with, in the session itself, 600 ticks, I believe. Oh no, 400. And then before and after the session, it was in total 600. Yeah. And London, of course. Yeah, crazy. You in the trade right now? No, I'm not. No. I'm waiting for my confirmations. And in a scenario like this, if it's gonna happen, that would be take this high, come down, leave your low open, maybe even an SFT would be the nicest scenario, and then target those liquidity points on the highs. There was no confluence for me to take a trade right here. We were bullish on the day because we're leaving open our highs and we started taking liquidity. We were leaving open our lows and started taking liquidity from the highs. But AM just took all this liquidity from these lows. So then you don't know what's gonna happen. AM can just come back up and then dump down again. So I'm not gonna enter a long here in this inverse.
Yeah, is the liquidity that AM just took, is it enough to
Yep,
break structure towards the upside? If
you
it is
never
it
know.
not, then we will go below the low New York AM have just made. And if it is enough, it will break above those highs and we can target higher liquidity.
And as I said in the beginning of the stream, between this low, oh, between this low and this high, there's so much room to make that higher low. So yeah, not really a reason for me to take a trade right there. But the question is, are you in a trade on the Nasdaq right now? Or another thing, I'm not in crypto or stocks right now as well. It's for me a waiting game on the stocks and crypto today. So no Nasdaq trade, no stock trade. Forex I'm not trading. So I'm curious to know if you're in a trade somewhere right now. No, I'm also just waiting. Yeah. If you wanted to be in a, let's say, stock trade, you had some great opportunities at the bottom there, on those bottoms, but right now you will have to be patient. There are a lot of opportunities coming if price does the things I want to see, but right now a waiting game.
Crypto is okay though.
Nvidia opportunity is coming. Let's have a look at Nvidia. Same as every other stock in this demand. Um, I drew in this range. With this distribution at the lows. It's not the cleanest because in a range you want to see sideways price action. This was just a pennant down, so I have this break of structure here, and I'm curious why I did that. Probably because it's your 1 hour pullback. It is, but it's also here, so is it your 2 hour? Hmm. Okay. For some reason, I wanted to see price break that high, but locally it's confirmed we can look towards more upside because we broke this high. Maybe we didn't make this high when I drew that in. I drew in this gap. Right now we're in this gap, so maybe it can hold support here. It's also in confluence with your demand. So it's your PY to look for longs. Let's see if it's building something on a lower time frame. It can get interesting, absolutely.
And Q is interesting now as well, I must say.
Okay, let me have a look real quick.
Just looking at it, it went up. We're failing to break that high right now. Of course, we're not there yet, but we do have a local and your
Yeah,
high time
yeah,
frame
yeah, yeah, yeah.
SMT just now.
With AM. Yeah, let's see if it can push through. It's still down because this is your high to break. If we can't break that high, it's looking for shorts. Yeah, nice SMTs. Let's see.
Oh, I see something here. This would be juicy. I won't lie. If this
What do you see?
go on the 1 minute, and let's see if you see the same.
Locally?
The 1 minute.
Oh, if we're gonna come below this pull down. So wow, below this pullback.
Yeah, well, I was trying to hope that pullback wanted to create a new high, and then we flip towards the downside because it's holding perfectly on a 1 minute gap.
Yeah, this one.
This is
Yeah, I have the 2 minute gap in my chart because it's the highest time frame, of course.
100%. But if that
It's
1 minute made a new high, then the
yeah, yeah,
1 minute is
absolutely.
fine enough.
It's a bit tricky because yes, we can't break the high we want to see. Wow, did you close below everything already? We want to see getting broken, but it's a big V shape, man.
If that 1 minute went above that little high there, then I would have been in the trade now.
Crazy.
But it didn't.
Yeah, but you can also say it failed to take it above the high, so
Yeah, true, but then it's still internally.
that's right, yeah.
So unfortunately, they didn't give us the God setup. So, still, sure, we can absolutely rip towards the downside from here, though. Sure, yeah,
Close below your 2
100%.
minute as well. Tested it back, yeah, this would be your play then. And otherwise, if you wanted to play the 1 minute, this is your play.
Little BPR there now. It's not even that bad, I won't lie to you.
I agree.
Because if you look more to the left at 1455, we made a valid pullback, made new highs, but then we retested that pullback, tried to make new highs, failed, broke structure towards the downside, and now we failed to break new highs as well, and locally went down. It's structure-wise, it's well, anyways, it's gone now. So
Yep.
this is gonna haunt me today if this is gonna
If
dump.
this is gonna dump down, it's gonna haunt me the whole day. Absolutely. I was not ready for this.
No, me neither. I wasn't watching that
Nope.
close to it.
Nope. And I said it before, a lot can happen in a couple of minutes on the Nasdaq.
Yeah, crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, close below
Once
everything.
again, it would have been more beautiful if that higher low took the high and then went. But
Yeah, then
this is
you have your small
of
manipulation.
timing.
Yeah.
This is not bad. It's for sure not a bad trade. No, it's also not the A plus plus, but
3R is enough for us. Yeah, let's have a look. Maybe next macro when price takes this low, there can be
yeah,
something
like I said,
interesting.
if that pullback went over the high, but it did not. If it would have, then I would have been in it now, but it did not,
Yeah.
so
Can you tell the
not in it.
stream why you want to see that price went above the high from that pullback?
It's hard to explain it like this in without a screen with it, but basically we made a valid pullback and
Yeah.
touched our fair value gap. And
Yep.
then if we try to make a new high, we tried now
Yeah.
and we failed, but that means it's still internally. But if we made new highs, then the order flow could be expected that the low we've just put in, that we would have held that for an order to create another new high. But if we
Yeah.
failed
If
it,
you feel
like
that
right
low,
now,
then
yeah,
it's
like
yeah.
I say, it's hard for me to explain without a screen now.
I know. Maybe I can. This is your valid pullback. A valid pullback is interesting when it takes something, and then if you break below it, this was your low to hold. If you can't hold that low and you close below it, it's really interesting for us to take a short order because inverse your expected order flows for price when taking that high to move towards new highs. This would be your higher low. If you're gonna break below that, this isn't your higher low anymore. An expected order flow is to take out liquidity on the lows if you're gonna leave open your highs. Because
Yeah,
then just price tells us we don't have enough liquidity yet to break the highs, we have to move down.
but because we didn't do that, then literally everything changes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, this is then just a internal structure pull. It didn't do it. It's nothing.
yeah,
It's just
and
yeah.
like I said, the one at 14.55, that's not the most valid pullback. Of course, it's ugly as hell.
1455. Oh, this one. No, wait. This one over here. Yeah, but you still have this
No,
one.
14.55.
Yeah, this is
No,
1455. Oh, this
it's
one
not.
over here.
No, that's yeah.
Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, that's
Stream
ugly.
is behind, so
I would say this is this is the pullback. So no, this is your low. But still, this didn't take you towards anything. Yeah, so internal.
nope. Just building liquidity on the highs till we've done enough on the lows.
Well, let's quickly take Nvidia. Then I'm gonna end the stream. I have to do some other stuff as well. So Nvidia, yes. Yeah, if price is gonna break above this high and make some local structure for your entry, then this could be your place for the continuation. Absolutely. We are expecting for price to protect this low and then move up to new highs. We'll have to look on this closely for your opportunity. So that will be it for the stream. Uh, if there's gonna come a trade, you will see it in the video, of course. Not in this trade, unfortunately, but in the stream, unfortunately. But we will keep you updated in the videos, of course. For everybody that is watching this back or watching right now, thank you for tuning in. There's a, Discord link in the live chat. You can join if you're interested to talk with us off stream as well. Completely free, of course. We don't ask money for anything. And then we will see you in the next one.